Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your brother in the spiritual struggle coming right back at you again. Let me just tell you something real quick. Let me just share an old saying with you. There's a sucker born every minute. There's a sucker born every minute, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And boy, didn't I tell you this? Let me say it again. I told you so. I told you. Didn't I tell you the BLM was a fraud? Didn't I tell you the BLM was Black Lives Matter movement was a completely falsehood? I told you. You've been played. You like being played? Okay. It's not on me. It's on you. But I just want to wake you up to the fact that throughout human history, ever since we disobeyed our Creator, it was through a psychological game. And the devil taught that game to mankind. And men have been playing psychological games on the masses through millenniums, through the millenniums that we've been on this earth. Okay? Back in the civil rights movement, back in the 1960s, they invited a man to become part of a movement called the Civil Rights Movement. And his name was Martin Luther King. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to be part of this because he knew he was just going to be used. He was not going, there was not really not going to be any change. He saw it a mile away, but he didn't have any choice. Why? Because when you are part of the Masonic Lodge, remember, do not forget this. I don't have time to send you links on this. I mean, I'm going to send you links, but not on this. Maybe I will, who knows? That Mr. Martin Luther King was a Freemason. I had sent you proof on that before on my previous videos. All religions are controlled by the Freemasonic Brotherhood. Okay? Through the Roman Catholic Church, which is the first beast of the Bible. So let's not get it twisted, y'all. He was used to prevent a massive uprising back in the 1960s, kind of like a civil war. And he was not under the system's best interest. So they lift up this man and used him. And after they used him, they took him out using their own. That's how they always do it. I know their playbook. They use a black man to take another black man out. It has always been like that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? They put up against one another. That's why the politician creates a division. Order out of chaos is the motto. Come on, man. As Joe Biden will say, come on, man. So, let me just say this real nice and sweet, real quick. You've been had, and I've been telling you all along. See, when an organization is being financed by an evil man named George Soros, when one of the founders of Black Lives Matter came out on video and said that they are trained Marxists. Ladies and gentlemen, I wonder, did she even know what she was talking about? Marxism have been the cause of hundreds of millions, the loss of hundreds of millions of lives throughout history. Obviously, she didn't know. If she does, then what the heck is she talking about Black Lives Matter? by supporting. So that sounds contradicting because it doesn't matter. It is all a game. You being had, brothers and sisters, and I've been telling you. Now, do I hate Black Lives Matter's ideas? Of course not. But the way that it was carried, the way that it was done was such a shame. And then on top of it, to prove what I'm telling you right now, because I talk with proof. Proof is in the pudding. What does one of the co-founders do? Just a couple of days ago, maybe, when was it? I think it was, the news came out like 3 days ago. She bought a house. By the way, a lot of people say, well, she's a lesbian. Who cares? Who cares whether she's a lesbian? That's your, mind your own freaking business. That is her personal choice. She will have to, she will have to discuss that with their creator. You want me to say that? Okay, I say it. She's a lesbian, Marxist, trained Marxist, that just bought a house for $1.4 million. $1,400,000 in a mostly white neighborhood where 2% of the population in that community is black. Maybe she made it at 2%. 98% is white. Black Lives Matter got 90 million in 2020 in contribution. What have they done for the black community? Nothing. You understand? Didn't I tell you that everything was a joke? Haven't I been telling you, not just that, but politicians, religious leaders, they have failed you. For instance, political leaders make you believe that your vote counts. Oh, I voted. Yeah, I voted. Really? Your vote never count. Your vote don't count. That's why I agree with you with YouTube when they say that anybody that says, and I totally agree with them. Anybody that says that talks about fraud in the election, their channel should be taken down. I totally agree. Why? Because they are spilling lies. There was no fraud. There was no fraud in the election. Just look at the things for what it is. This man was chosen to be president of the United States by the people that run, by the cartels that run this United States corporation, by the way, if you didn't know. The United States is not a republic. It's not a nation. It is a corporation. It is a business. She is a bitch. She is the daughter of Babylon, ladies and gentlemen. She will be destroyed. The dollar is on its deathbed, and they know it. That's why Biden is giving money away like there's no tomorrow. He even talking about another stimulus check coming for $1,400 to people. They don't care no more. You understand? America is done. And they know it. And they don't care. That's why I call them Democrats. Republicans, I gotta come up with a name for them. Republican demons, Republican evils, something like that, because it's all the same. It's a political paradigm. So control opposition. That's how this whole game has been about. The devil taught humankind that, and they've been playing this all along. I just told you. I used to be a door-to-door salesman, and it's so easy to make the mind once you exploit the emotions. So she bought a house, okay? Exploiting people's emotions. And people have been had, just like religions have gotten people. They believe this Black Lives movement uh, crap. Really? Because if Black Lives Matter, you would be in Chicago, you would invest money in the black community to help them. You will show love for your brother, man. You don't care. But you want to destroy the system. Guess what? Another this cop that supposedly killed George Floyd, ladies and gentlemen, while that trial is going on, a young black man was shot in Brooklyn Center. Brooklyn Center, not Brooklyn that I grew up in, New York, which is the 5th largest city in the United States. No, I'm talking about Brooklyn, which is a small community right here in Minnesota. Okay? You tell me if they're not exploiting your emotions. They want to destroy the black men of America. They're getting you all ready to become part of the slaughter, and you are letting it happen. Don't you see? Antifa is being financed by George Soros. You don't believe me, right? Well, I'm gonna send you pictures. George Soros with Dr. Fauci, with Bill Gates, Bill Gates' father. These people, members of the media, they're all together in one picture. These people are satanic, ladies and gentlemen. They're evil. You got to understand that. In God they trust. It is imprinted in their money. Have you looked at a dollar bill? Dollar bill, y'all. Take a look at one of the dollar bills. Or any denomination, even coins. In God we freaking trust, they say. In God we trust. Yeah, their God, the devil, Satan. So please wake up. But people are not going to wake up. People love to be hoodwinked. People love to be lied to. I mean, look what the Roman Catholic Church have been doing to them. Raping kids left and right, and they still go to the Sunday church. What they call it? Bible study, or what they call it? East. They said they still celebrate Easter. Ash, what is it? Palm Sunday, Ash Wednesday, whatever. I mean, those paganistic tradition that came from the Babylon Empire through Nimrod and his mother, wife named Semiramis. They celebrate all this Christmas. Okay? And the next subject that I'm going to talk to you about is DMX. So, just accept the fact that you've been done. You have been had by BLM. But remember, look at the characters that have been supporting Black Lives Matter throughout the whole world. Okay? So, DMX. This young man walked with the devil, made a deal with the devil, and he knew it. And by him coming out publicly and exposing, and it never fails, it's always like this. When you expose the devil publicly, they'll be held to pay for you. The Bible is very clear about that, how you're going to do that. Let's go to Matthew 6. Matthew 6, verse 6. Okay? Matthew 6, verse 6. Look at this. This is the way DMX should have come out. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, And thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. You understand? I wish I would have known DMX, because he never fails. They all come out like this. Remember Prince? Started talking about chemtrails? Yo. And you thought that they were gonna give you your masters, the master of the musical right, copyright? That no, they were gonna kill you, and they did. And you die in an elevator, right? Let's go crazy, right? You start talking, you start exposing the system. Once you're not good, you're not good to them, they will take you out. They have been taking our brothers and sisters out for the longest. Okay? Let us go to Matthew 24, so you understand the psychology, okay? And why remember this book was written for God's people, which is you. Chapter 24, verse 3. I'm going to start at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. You know why? Because we are so easy to deceive. We love to believe the lie. That's why we make a fuss about voting. Oh, I voted. We even have a sticker here. I voted. When you vote, never counted. I told you. Now, this worldwide experiment that's being done, that's being played on the human creation right now, is all part of the conglomeration of things that are happening worldwide, with volcanic eruptions all over the place, earthquake, hunger, our people suffering, mostly the tribe of Issachar, which are Mexicans, suffering at the bottom. These are the times of Jacob's troubles, ladies and gentlemen. Unless we look for our Father unless we repent of our sins and follow the 10 commandments which are behind me, ladies and gentlemen, most of our people, only a few of us will be saved. Okay? Because the forces that are at work are too strong. In fact, let's go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So DMX, he was killed. He was a sacrifice. He was kind of like in the waiting for them, that they had to get rid of him. That's how they work. Okay? And the next one, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is His Majesty Prince Phillips. Prince Phillips of England, the Queen's husband in England, okay, 99 years old, who once said that when he dies, he would like to come back as a virus to kill as many human beings as possible. Especially, I mean, he didn't say that, but I know, especially God's people. It's already happening. That's why you see a lot of corporations supporting our people. And our people believe in this crap, just like they believe in Black Lives Matter, ladies and gentlemen. We all being had. It's time to wake up. My people, I love you. I care about Black Lives Matter to me. I helped. In fact, one time there was some black girls that needed a car. They got stuck, young ladies, on 38th Street. There's a bunch of factories in Hiawatha, and they were stuck, and they called me over. Say, can you help us get out? Can you get in the car and try to drive it out? And I said, no, I'm gonna push it out, and I did. Lift that car up. It was a small car. As they drove it, they put it in reverse. They drove and they took it out. It was I took it out of the mud for them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it is. When your black brothers, and not just black, to me, human beings, period. But you black brothers and sisters, you come from the tribe of Judah. You were queens and kings of the earth. Look at you now. Because you have fallen into this psychological trap. In fact, the Apostle Paul, he was once a soldier of the system, and he used to kill his own people and put our people in jail. In fact, Christ came out of your tribe, the tribe of Judah, but you have let God down. You have disobeyed him. You forgot about him, and that's why we are going through what we are going through. The psychology of the devil, which is lethal. Okay, so. You think these people care about? You think the people that rules in England care about humans? Okay? When this man says that he would like to combat as a virus, and they were the maximum authority in England, by the way, and the Queen is still up. Boris Johnson is just like a puppet compared to her, okay? Just like what president is in the United States, a puppet. She's the one with the power in England. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you. Okay? May God bless you, and may you wake up from this satanic matrix that we're living under and see things for what it is and understand as to why things happening around you. Okay? Why things are happening. That's why Christ said that there was going to be what? Earthquakes all over the place, hunger. There were going to be pests, viruses all over at the end. And look what is happening now. Wars and rumors of wars. Okay, here we go, the Cold War. Okay, Russia's playing games again, bringing airplanes to Venezuela because the United States wants to stop the Russian in Ukraine. And not only that, but then look what is happening in Taiwan. China wants to invade Taiwan. The United States said, don't you dare. Iran wants to attack the Saudi Arabia. Israel is kind of nervous. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? The human race is in dire straits right now. And my whole point of this is I want to make sure that the suffering for our people, God's 12 tribes of Israel, the sons and the 12 sons that came out of Jacob do not suffer more than they need to. But we have let down our guards. And look what the garbage that we become. They even call us niggers this. Oh, you nigger. It was in the Bible that we were going to be surnames. They call the Hispanic spicks, wetbacks. black man, right? Niggers. Remember? And yet we use the words among us. That's how brainwashed we are. So please, 3 subjects. The BLN, you have been brainwashed. DMX, but like all of Hollywood, you on the MK Ultra, you have to sell your soul to the devil. And then you have Prince Phillips, who supposedly died at 99 years old, that once said, and you're gonna see the links, okay? That if he dies and if he ever comes back, he would like to come back as a virus. How sick, how evil is this? They don't hide it anymore. And yet, we believe that these people mean us well. Wake the hell up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So this message goes to all people in the entertainment industry that wants to come out. You come out the right way. Don't be talking nonsense in public. I mean, look what's happening to Kanye West. Started talking things. Well, Kardashian is divorcing him. There's another nigga that they're going to set up. Until the next video, you all take care, brothers and sisters. And remember, knowledge is power. This is the only knowledge that is power. I mean, people are so brainwashed, ladies and gentlemen. They don't ever want to go back to normal. There's no going back. People are so brainwashed. They say, no, we don't want that. We might get sick. I mean, it's sad, really. And you got the government telling them what to do. Wash your hands like little kids. Oh, you got to wash your hands like 3,000 times a day. You see? See how we have been worked psychologically? And we have fallen for this. We don't take responsibility for our actions. Are we worse than little kids? Y'all take care.